Is that what you're gonna tell yourself, huh?
Yeah, why else would you do it?
Fucking piece of shit. Just want to hear your shitty ass music, dog.
Well, I guess I would be the only one hearing it.
No, the universe would hear it.
Well, I guess that means I'm good then.
No.
Swear to God, dude, if this faggot asks a dumbass question, I'm gonna fucking slap his face.
I will choose not to probably pay as much attention to them moving it forward.
Yeah, I spent 2 hours trying to
And
figure it out.
more power to them, I guess.
Everyone has
so.
the tutorial. Oh, have your guitar plugged into your user interface, and then plug your user interface to your computer with the USB. If you have a user interface, you already have that done. But the actual settings is where it's hard. Like like Audacity and the digital audio programs, they recognize the sound because you see it in the volume slider, but you can't hear what the fucking program's hearing. It's fucking retarded.
You spent 2 hours trying to plug in a fucking guitar, dude. Are you fucking dyslexic, bro?
No, I had it plugged in for 2 hours trying to figure out how to get the sound to go through.
Yeah, you fucking strum the goddamn chords, you fucking retard. You fucking.
Ramp taxes, those things you pointed out are great things, but the gambling issue will cause Trump to lose it bigly in the future. Yeah, I mean, I don't feel that the gambling situation.
Yeah.
Do me a favor. I tried to get a hold of Mom, but she didn't answer. You need to remember, important. Can you, or like write a note, like right now on a piece of paper? Just tell her if she can please cook up my chicken, and then I'll just eat it later and or tomorrow. And if she doesn't do it, she needs to put it in the freezer.
Okay.
Please don't forget, please.
Yeah.
Thanks, bud.
None can escape me.
None can escape me. But my mic sounds fine right now, though.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm pretty sure it's on a different channel. It's on the second channel, which before was on the first one. I don't know how. But I don't know. It's
So you just been trying to figure out the guitar all day?
not all day. I woke up at. Surprisingly, I fell asleep probably after you were awake. Wait, what time did you wake up today? Because you didn't. Did you go to work or did you have work at all?
Yeah.
What time did you wake up?
Around like 8:30.
Okay, so not that late or early, whichever way you look at it, but it was probably like 6:30 something o'clock. And I woke up at 7:30, so I was like, okay, that's not bad. But
Dude.
I
So when did you wake up and when did you sleep?
when did I wake up on Wednesday or today?
Right.
I woke up today at like 1:30.
And when did you go to sleep?
It was already bright outside. And the last time I looked
So in the
at
morning,
clock,
like 7:30.
It was past. Well, it was light out at like around just after 6. But the last time I looked at the clock was 6 o'clock.
Up all night.
Yeah, look, dude, I finally got tired at like 5:55. Like no bullshit. After being at the gym for a few hours, doing leg press, which fucking tires the fuck out of me.
Like, when did you go to the gym?
Well, I woke up late, so I went later, like an hour or two after, like probably like 3 o'clock, 3:30. I was there. But like I'm
AM?
no PM. What the fuck? Yeah, I don't get it. I can be I can go to the gym, have a hard workout, be genuinely tired, not even halfway into my workout because that's how hard it is, and I still get through it all, and I still fall asleep like 12 hours after. No, 16. 12 to 16 hours.
You want to find out a way to fucking make yourself tired before bed?
Do drugs? I don't know.
Fuck a woman up the ass, dude.
No escape.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Get some shit, dick, dog.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Shit's so funny, dude. Has that ever happened to you?
What, shit, dick?
Yeah.
I don't know if to the extent that you fucking described it.
Because I know you've got what, puke ticks or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
Which actually sounded pretty lit.
Minions have spawned.
Bro, I'm telling you, it felt amazing, dude. And it was the kind of, look, it was the kind of throw up where it wasn't like disgusting, it was just basically like just water.
What? Yeah.
Yeah, I think like she just drank like water before.
But she was hot, right? So, right? Like
Yeah,
way
she
you
was fucking
described
hot.
it. Yeah. So.
She was like a German chick.
Yeah, the extent that happened, especially for a first time, crazy.
Because usually, a chick that'll do that will fucking like do some prep work before, you know.
Yeah, you usually have to give them time to prepare. It's not just like, hey, today I want to do this. At least as far as I'm concerned. A day or two.
Why don't you just, before you want to go sleep, just fucking stretch to a point where it's that like stretch pain. And like after your body feels like lighter.
What am I stretching exactly?
Well, whenever I stretch, I usually do my shoulders, my neck, and my legs. Then I basically hold the stretch for like a minute on each leg or each arm or whatever. And it has to feel kind of painful, but not too
No,
painful.
you idiot. Why? What am I doing, dude? Yeah, sorry, go on and start fucking.
Oh no, I already
No,
basically said everything.
just say it again, because I was trying to focus and then you pissed me off.
Yeah, I usually just hold the stretches for like a minute at least, where it's kind of painful. Yeah, and I just do that a couple times.
And you said
Focus on the breathing. Yeah, shoulders, the neck. Do like some toe touches. Ugh.
It's crazy because I like Predator more than Alien, but the version of Alien they have in this game is fucking godlike.
Talking about your character?
An ally has been slain.
The other one is based on the Predator, so the one based off the Predator actually has like a Predator. What's it called? It's inspired Predator inspired scene.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Oh yeah, you would know what it is, but I'm just saying that they have it, so it's cool. There's literally Alien versus Predator in this game. And when they're both in the same game against each other, they have extra powers.
An enemy has been slain.
A different flow.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Ally has been slain. Slain an enemy.
For ambush.
I walked outside today and I'm like, holy shit, it's actually dry out today.
Enemy rampage.
Now part of the legend of
Pierce and skewer.
An enemy has been slain.
Fear the void.
Is something that most Americans care about. I feel like most Americans are worried about putting food on the table and not gambling. I feel like gambling is a luxury for people, and if that's just me, maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't feel like it's something that most Americans
Has been slain.
Yeah, I don't know how that would cost President Trump in the future with the gambling thing. I have no idea. I'm dead wrong on that. I mean, how? How am I? I mean, I'm not saying you're. I'm not saying
Turret
you're
plating
wrong
will
saying
fall
that.
soon.
I'm just asking, like, what do you mean by that? Let's see here. No updates. I can't imagine these things are going to keep continuing for the evening, but we'll see. Ryan the Guy says, I have no faith in the Republicans. They fought him on everything while accomplishing very little.
Let's go, baby! Oh my god, it's fucking dirty at this game.
He just made so many and I know that like JD tweeted out tonight, he's trying to leverage everybody on this. There's no way. Right here, JD Vance, the big beautiful bill, gives the president the resources and the power to undo the Biden border invasion. Yeah, that's another thing that doesn't get recognized in all this. That President Trump is having to clean up 4 years of a Biden border invasion.
That fucking work, bro. I don't know if this is going to continue through the night. I have no idea. Like I said, when I was live, I saw you guys were talking about it, and I was like, I didn't know that they were going to be taking the vote tonight. What is this right here?
We cannot stand for it, and we will not support it. You should be ashamed.
Flame
Flame
Members are
purifies.
reminded not to engage in personalities towards the president. And members are reminded to direct their remarks to the chair.
Has been slain.
Heal by fire.
I guess the question would be, do we think Elon Musk is responsible for this bill not getting pushed based on what we're Let's see what he has to say. Let's see what he has to say.
Not only is it okay to watch this history, but it's probably a voice of redemption. No vote here on President Trump's biggest of the absolute strength of the administration is a vote that is suicidal. And I think that will be communicated to them in a pretty big way. People have been working for this bill for 14 months, and you're either on the team or you're not. Is the bill perfect? No, it's not perfect.
No bill's perfect. No bill has ever been perfect. You have the libertarian mindset of people that are trying to push this nonsense where they're like, I need everything that I need in this bill, and if it's not 100% what I want, then I can't. Jeremy, who is Bill, yes, or no, in the chat. See what the chat has to say. So right now it's at 80% yes. That's a big amount of support. I mean, I do. I support it. And the more I'm told that I can't support it or I shouldn't support it, the more I want to support it. Especially with out there
Now,
trying
does
to
my
tell
voice sound
people,
normal like it usually does, or is it lower,
it's like,
higher?
no,
What
the
would you
more
say?
you tell me, wait, check this one out right here. Check this one
It's
out.
alright. It sounds normal.
Oh man. Eric Case and Jeremy will never part with was that you have to say that prior? I don't really understand. Williamson says gambling destroys lives.
It's a little bit.
I am very much personally anti-alcohol. Okay, I'm anti-alcohol. I don't drink. I've never drank. I'm never going to drink. But I don't think that alcohol destroys lives. I think bad decisions destroy lives. I am very much about individual responsibility. And if you're the type of person that lets anything dictate or determine or overwhelm you, or if you get addicted to anything, I think that's an individual responsibility that you have to take responsibility for. So I don't have a problem that gambling destroys anything. I think bad decisions destroy lives. I don't think that gambling destroys lives or alcohol destroys lives or porn destroys lives. I think bad decisions destroy lives. And you can always make bad decisions in life. You can always. And if you seem to think that the reason that the bad decision was made was because of this arbitrary thing, you're never going to be able to get away from that, because there's always going to be something in your life that's going to pull your attention, you know? So I think that bad decisions destroy life. Ghost 3600 says, I can't stand most Republicans. The big beautiful bill is far from perfect, but at least we regular people get tax cuts and deductions with it. Democrats are always in lockstep together. We just can't be. Sad. This is very true. This is very true. This is why Democrats were able to pull off 2020. This is why they were able to pull off COVID, because Republicans, generally speaking, are cowards, and they always have been. They always have been. Real Smile Bit says, I say add an amendment to the bill to write off YouTube super chat donations. That would help me anyway. I heard that, brother. I heard that. Eric K says, put back in the 2A and get rid of the gambling. Let's see. If it fails, taxes will go up 60% plus for everyone. You can write off losses, and it's hard to track. Let me see. Super chats equals no tax on tips. I don't think that's how that. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know if that's the case. I'm not sure. Let's see what's happening on the wonderful world of Twitter at the moment. I do like what Stephen Miller said earlier, and I know we've got more people in here. Well, let's just go through his timeline. President Trump pledged to seal the border. He did. President Trump pledged to end DEI. He did. He dismantled trans ideology. He got men out of women's sports. He got the woke out of the military. He took on corrupt colleges. He's done everything in his power to get this done. He stood by his word. He has constantly stood by his word. And the list right here, Stephen Miller just crushing it.
Yo, dog,
Arena. We are
play
through
my
Destiny Fulfilled. We
character.
stand on the verge of enacting his agenda,
Yeah, we can do
America's agenda, into law.
Dr.
Every Republican in Congress honor
Man.
Destiny's call,
Nice.
honor the mandate, honor the moment, stand with Trump, bring it home, deliver the win. Boom. Let's freaking go.
How fucking OP he looks, dude.
He
Let's
is,
see.
dude.
Fig
Going
nag
against
for
him in lane is fucking
I think it's
annoying,
20.
dude.
Question:
He
do you
just
think
spams
Elon
abilities.
switched just because of the Tesla
Yo,
thing?
Slade.
Doesn't sit right with me how quickly and easily he flipped after being
Still haven't
Republican
seen
and
this
telling
guy.
Logan if Trump doesn't win, it's the last election.
Play him, dog.
I agree completely. And it doesn't set well with me either. And I want to be careful about my criticism of Elon, because the reason that Elon is because of everything that he is and how unpredictable he is and how different he is. But yeah, I mean, you sat there with Joe Rogan and you said that if President Trump doesn't win, it will be the last election the United States of America ever has. And it's like, I mean, I do believe that he had a valid point. Absolutely. But suddenly it's just like now, because, and then you were in the White House, you were hanging out with Trump, you were all over the place. Trump pulled Teslas up to the White House when your stock was dropping because of the attacks on Tesla. He let your kid run around the fucking Oval
Yo,
Office.
she's
He
bad,
let him
dog.
run, Air Force One or Marine One. Complete, respect. And now there's one little issue. Now, I don't think that it's just as isolated to that. My theory is that 100% the EV mandate is part of it. I think Trump fired Elon from I think he could have kept him on. He could have extended. I think Elon Musk was starting to wear very thin. We have heard reports that Elon was starting to wear very thin on the Trump administration. And I believe that because Elon Musk is Elon fucking Musk. Elon answers to no one. Elon Musk is the richest man in the world. He's a genius, and he's running around the administration with more power than anyone essentially outside the president. And it got to a point where people were coming to Trump and going, this guy's all over the place. Like we can't control him. And Trump had to step in. And I think that pissed him off. So you add the fact that Trump was probably having to deal with a lot of things behind the scenes that Elon was creating. And then the EV mandates, and Elon has just lost it because he's got a giant ego, and I don't say that in a negative sense. So does Trump, but
You think they're gonna make another Blade Runner movie?
So right now,
not anytime soon. I'd say, I don't know. I feel like if someone is gonna make it, it has to be the director that made 2019, right? Or 2040.
I guess so.
Nice to meet you. I'm hungry. I mean, Briar.
Ooh,
Yeah, the same. I feel like Dune wouldn't be made if it wasn't the same guy as well. I feel like, I don't know, it's almost like he's the guy that brings back the 80s shit kind of thing, because I feel like he's a very niche director. Not in terms of like what he can make, but what he's willing to make.
yes.
Like, honestly, do you think like even over 1 or 2% of directors and writers could bring the feeling of Blade Runner today? I don't think so.
I don't even trust the original director.
Is that Ridley Scott?
Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of changes his mind as he goes, right? Like after.
Like he fucked up Alien, right? So.
Yeah. That's almost the kind where you don't really want anyone to touch it because it's too specific. Like you have to be in the mindset and you have to have the proper vision and then actually put that vision to screen.
Whose blood are we gonna spill today? I mean, drink. No, share? What else do you do with blood?
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Who's that girl talking?
The character that I'm playing.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
It's my first time playing her, so I have no clue what she does or is. Oh shit, she's fucking bonded? What the hell?
Minions have
in the chat.
spawned.
81%. 81%. Now, 82% support the big, beautiful bill here. And so that's nearly 3,000 people watching. I know I forgot to, like, it's not that I'm intentionally ignoring Rumble. When I set the stream up, because this is like my 4th stream today. When I set the stream up, the problem with Rumble is
Now that I think of it,
Rumble fucking sucks.
either
Okay? So Rumble doesn't want to do integration into the streaming software that like Kick and YouTube have. because Rumble, I think Rumble thinks that they're better than that, I guess. Like, if they would just have integrated into StreamYard, it would just be like one button. But I have to set the stream, get the stream key, get the code into the StreamYard. It's fucking hard. You know? It's like, make things easier. Why is it easier for me to stream to YouTube than Rumble? I didn't get a chance to set it up, so I wasn't able to do that. But the platform does piss me off. It's the people that are over there that watch it that don't piss me off. The platform itself sucks. All right, we're gonna keep letting this go for a few minutes.
Mine's just on the
The poll. I want to see what happens there. Uh-oh. Right here.
First,
Hey, Grandstand, if President Trump has had enough of for Republicans, this should be an easy yes vote. Ridiculous. So Trump is clearly not. Let's go to True Social right.
Ooh, that was fun. People think
Yeah, so he
way
just tweeted
too
that out
hard
5 minutes
about
ago.
fighting. Just point the strongest
So
soldier
Trump
toward
is
the biggest
Trump
enemy.
is up right
Almost
now,
worked for me.
handling business. He's handling business right now, President Trump, and he is not happy at all. If deficits don't matter, Line Dog says, if deficits don't matter, why do we pay income taxes? Income taxes are controlled. Well, I didn't say it didn't matter.
Moving
I
on
don't know if I
four
said
limbs
that. Or,
was
I don't know if
so
that's how it
much
came off.
easier.
I don't know if that's
You
right.
protect, I attack.
But let's see. Mike says Max and his fake MAGA fanatics back President Trump are only making it so if Massey runs for president, Massey has zero chance at becoming
a
president.
summoner has
Massey
disconnected.
will yet win a ever. He's not
An ally has been slain.
Let me remind that Elon Musk
A summoner
and
has
Tom
disconnected. Victory!
one of, if not the best governors in the entire United States of America.
Six people
They
disconnected.
backed DeSantis, and DeSantis got absolutely destroyed because they had no credibility. They had nothing on Trump. So Massey stands zero chance. Like, it's not even... Jeb Bush would have a better chance. Jeb Bush would have a better chance than Massey. Bubba Doom says, I've seen this man resurrect an industry in a town that died when I was born. I've yet to catch him in a lie. I've seen him improve the economy to the point that shipping materials became scarce. Thank you, Bubba Doom. Yeah, and again, this is my fourth stream today, so I may lose my voice. Mods are just like done. They're like, we're not doing it, Jeremy. We're done, and I respect that. Republicans are just neo-Whigs, aristocrats like in the UK. Alan says, can I play with the Geeks and Gamers members off stream Held 199? I mean, of course, if they're around, you absolutely can. That's the whole point of locals, is to create a community. So, like, you guys can post to the Geeks and Gamers locals tab, and you guys can communicate over there like it's your community. So, yeah, you guys...
It's crazy to think that he's actually played... Isn't it crazy to think that he's played as many maps as I played in... Almost as many as I played in the final? I played 7 maps in the final. Played 9 maps total. That's actually insane. How many maps did I play? I don't know. A lot more than you could possibly play at a CDL event nowadays. It's crazy to think that he's actually played.
Post over there and say, hey guys, we got this real card. Like, we're not playing 100%. Like, that's the whole point, is to bring you guys together, and when we're not around or whatever, so we can build a little community over there. So 1000%. Let's see. Fat Sally says, big lobby money on the way to final votes. This survival of fantasy sports is now dependent on killing this bill. It's some crazy shit going on right now, man. That's for sure. Thank you for the 10. I appreciate it. This is politics right here. Dirty politics. Let's see. I got that one. So this was a little bit earlier. Republican Representative Thomas Massey just flipped his vote on the rules from yes to no, giving Democrats 217 votes needed to block the big bullshit bill. The bill is now stuck. This is good. Elon Musk already promised to bankroll Massey's campaign for opposing the bill, but this move will make Trump go ballistic. So this is clearly someone call to activism. Who is this? Let's see. Founded by an attorney to fight Trump-era corruption. All you need to know. These are the people that are behind Thomas Massey. These are the people right here. So, yeah, okay, there it is. Yeah. Massey being praised by the left. He should just change parties to D for Dick. Yeah, I mean, that 100%, I agree with that. Trump's going to doge Elon if this bill fails. He's not happy, that's for sure. But as I've said, Trump, let me see if I can find it. I don't know if I can find the clip or not. Trump does not forget, okay? Like, he does not forget. He remembers everything. And he will get even eventually. That's just who he is. That's how he's always been. I don't know if I can find this clip or not. Is this it right here? Yeah, this clip right here.
Then how are you different than you were 3 or 4 years ago?
Well, I used to say, and in fact, I think I said in my first book that, and maybe this was foolish, but I really meant it, that someday I'd like to maybe lose everything for a period of time to see who's loyal and who's not loyal. And I frankly, I found out a lot of things.
Did you find out who's loyal and not loyal?
I tell you what, and you.
So that's Trump's mindset right there. He does not forget. He does not forget, and he will definitely return with a vengeance right there. So, let's see. I mean, look, and this is an old clip too, but this is how he negotiates. This is how he negotiates.
And I said, somebody said, well, what would you do? What can you do? So easy. I drop a 25% tax on China. And you know, I said to somebody that it's really the messenger. The messenger is important. I could have one man say, we're going to tax you 25%.
Don't piss off Trump. He'll take care of business. So. Oh man. I'm just looking because I do have these like old clips because this is part of like these old clips that I found. It's so good, man. Look at this. Look at this one right here.
I call him water. He's got the thinnest neck I've ever seen. How it holds up that head. He's got a neck that's about a size 6. Very unattractive guy, both inside and outside. Very unattractive guy. Here's the thing. These are bad people.
Very unattractive guy. Oh man. D-Day Cover, why aren't you acknowledging that Senate removing things is what turned many Republicans in the House? I literally did. The fuck? Man? Do you just tune in after 40 minutes? Do you just tune in 40 minutes into the fucking stream without thinking I've said anything. Like, the moment that you tune in is when I started talking. I said the Senate made changes. I fucking said that. Jesus Christ. Fucking hell. Like, you just tune in and you're like, why aren't you saying this? Like, fuck you. I've already said it. I said the Senate made changes. Good Lord. Why don't you fucking listen? Try that. All right? Take your boyfriend's dicks out of your ears and listen. It's not that difficult. Fucking hell. Anyway, back to the point at hand. So, Trump has warned the grandstanders that he has had enough. And he is still, that tweet was, or the True Social post was like 5 minutes ago. Well, now 14 minutes ago. I'm refreshing to see. So Trump is still up.
Nice to meet you. I'm hungry. I mean, Briar.
So I do think, I don't think this bill is dead. I don't. I just don't. I've seen Trump pull off miracles more times than I can count. And he is extremely focused on this bill getting done and getting done by July the 4th. Now, will it get done by the 4th? I don't know. So, why didn't you say the Senate made changes? Where's the trigger? You wouldn't give it to an ordinary citizen. Okay. Yeah, anybody thinking I'm, like, defending the Senate, I mean, the Senate can go to hell, and the House can go to hell. I hate all of them equally, to be fair. Probably not dead, but not getting signed by the 4th. Probably not. Probably not. I'm looking to see if there's any updates right now. Speaker have we heard from Johnson? Is he saying anything? This is gonna, man, you can imagine he's getting an earful from Trump right now. Probably getting an earful. This was earlier today. I want to hear from Johnson right now. What is he saying right now? MAGA's a mess? I don't agree with that. I don't think MAGA's a mess at all. I think that the House Republicans in the Senate are a mess. I don't think MAGA's a mess. I think MAGA's stronger than it's ever been right now, actually.
Don't need to cut loose right away.
I think that what you have is you have a lot of libertarians that are acting like they're MAGA.
Summoner's Rift.
And they're creating a conversation that people think is coming from MAGA people. And that
30
is
seconds until minions spawn.
blurring the lines of things for a lot of people that don't pay attention. But the majority of people that are complaining about this are a bunch of libertarians. And like I said, libertarians are never happy. They're always upset about something. They can't even get along with each other, much less the majority of Trump supporters out there. And so you have a lot of libertarians that are just making a fuss, and they side with people like Thomas Massie and Rand Paul, and they claim how much I was a Trump supporter, but I can't do it. The Libertarian National Convention, Trump walked in there as a former president of the United States and as a front runner to become the president of the United States again. He treated you with respect. He showed you respect. You booed him out of the fucking building. He still claimed he was going to give you what you wanted, but he didn't free that one guy.
I fucking hate this
Free
character.
that guy. And libertarians continue to complain and whine all the time because this is what they do. And since their movement is so irrelevant, they decide to try to leech on to the MAGA movement so that they can pretend that they're MAGA, and then they get upset by one little thing, and then they start, crying like a child all over again. This is what libertarians do all the fucking
Not
time.
polite to nibble on fruit. Yes.
They are literally and they want everything given to them on a silver spoon. They want it exactly how they want it. Who's that? Again, I'm not an expert on Harry Potter movies, but was it the first Harry Potter movie where Harry was living with the family and they had that fat kid that was swimming up? That fat kid is a libertarian. I don't remember his name. I'm not like a big Harry Potter fan, but that fat kid was a libertarian.
Hold still.
In the movie. What's his name? Is his name Dudley? Okay, yeah, Dudley is libertarian. Okay? Just sort of fucking rotten and needs everything handed to him perfectly and cries when it doesn't go
What
his
were
way.
the principles of strength again?
So
Look
I'm
the enemy in
pretty
the
sure-
eyes,
Pretty
hit
sure
them
that
before
was
they hit you,
the first
and be
Harry
the
Potter
last
movie.
one standing.
Sorcerer's Stone, I think.
Outright.
So, that's an awful example. You must be a libertarian if you don't like that example. You must be a libertarian. I bet libertarians hate that example. That's not right. That's not right.
Aw, my
Yeah,
hair's
you
pink
gotta
already.
fucking, you
And
gotta
I'm fresh
fucking
out of
take a
club.
joke, bro. You gotta take a joke. It's not that serious. What was it earlier?
An enemy has been slain.
Like people that take shit too seriously,
doesn't have
that they're always gonna be crying, always gonna be crying. What was it?
Scuttle right into my
I think it was Scott Jennings made a joke earlier about Disney adults. I thought it was funny as hell. Yeah, right here. Is this it? So Scott Jennings made this joke. Okay, for clarity, we have a theme park channel at Disney. I spend a lot of time also, I don't spend as much time at Disney as Universal.
Has been
Better.
slain.
Scott Jennings makes this joke. Bunch of fucking Disney adults got offended. It's fucking funny.
When you go to Disneyland or Disney World,
When
you
people
don't have
talk
children.
about their first language, why isn't Claudia? You pretend to be
That's great. That's funny. And you know, like, that's funny. And I saw a bunch of people going, "Oh my god, I can't believe you said that. I can't believe you said that." Like, why? It was funny. It's a big deal. Don't take yourself too seriously, especially on the internet. Isaac, thank you for the 99 cents. I appreciate it, brother. Matt Frog says, just chat GPT to Bill. I don't like the. I just did it. I don't like the increased military spending. I like cutting entitlements, but that could cost us the midterms. I like immigration and border spending. Not a bad bill overall. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of positives and some negatives. Welcome to the world. You're never going to get everything you want. It's not reality. It never has been reality, and it never will be reality. And the moment that you understand that life will never be the utopia that you want it to be, understanding that life is about compromise and understanding and all of that. But it doesn't look like it's happening. And it looks like there's a lot of work left for Team Trump, for sure. Bakers saw a picture of the Fantastic Four that was clearly wrong. It had Pedro sitting at a stool. As an army vet, everything Hegseth and Trump have done boosts morale, recruitment, and retention, and makes us better from a readiness lethality. Yeah, I mean, dude, Hegseth has been awesome.
Stomach's louder
Hegseth
than
has
my
just been
mouth.
unbelievable.
An enemy has
Which,
been
don't get me wrong,
slain.
you've got, so Trump obviously is Trump. JD Vance, I don't think we appreciate how amazing JD Vance has been. JD Vance is truly the perfect VP pick for Trump. The man has been perfect as VP. Marco Rubio has just, I think Marco Rubio has been the person that has been the biggest surprise. And Hegseth has been incredible. Steven Miller. I mean, the list goes on and on. I mean, his team has been great. Pam Bondi has been a disappointment. No doubt. Pam Bondi. You know, I'm still not sure how to feel about Casual and Dan Bongino. I'm still not sure where I stand on them. It's hard to kind of determine how they've done. And of course, Tom Holman. Tom Holman has been
Not choosing a choice. No.
Jack says, never in my life did I think I'd be curious about that. Me either, brother. Me either. Trent says Elon thought he bought the White House. He didn't. What it feels like. It does feel like that. You skipped my super chat. Here it is. I am immeasurably upset with JD Vance. I thought he was the Second Amendment bulldog. Free health care for illegals. They need more time. Screw the fourth. Trump's very symbolic with those things, but it's clear that I mean, I don't think we're going to get this by the fourth. I don't, but I will be on standby. For sure. I will be on standby. We'll see that. I honestly believe the fourth is the test to see who is with Trump and who isn't. That's Trump does stuff like that. Ultimately, the bill won't fail. I would say right now, I don't think the fourth is happening.
An enemy has been slain.
I think so.
An ally has been slain.
And the 2A part, as you said here in the super chat, is I don't. What's the specifics on the 2A? I know there's a lot of stuff on the 2A that people are pissed off about, and that is a valid one to be upset about. Like, you want to be upset about 2A shit, then I'm right there with you, because none of the 2A stuff should be touched. So that is a big issue. All right, so. But you want to talk about gambling? Okay, I don't give a fuck. Like, and I don't think most people give a fuck. And who gives a shit about gambling? That's not really a big deal. It's big and very big. What does Pam Bondi need to do to do better for me? Remove fucking Epstein files, like she promised.
An enemy has been slain.
Thank you for the point, I appreciate it. You can't always do it, but if you try. Well, yeah, I mean, like again, you know, never gonna change. At least not in our lifetime.
An ally has been slain.
Dying really clears up the
Matt,
sinuses.
settle down, buddy, okay? Settle down. Philip Butler says this gives Trump the upper hand.
Enemy killing spree.
Jeremy, my super
Dude, all of her abilities lock onto champions and you can't fucking disable
well,
it. You can't cancel
it.
What's the problem, dog?
And I hate that woman who killed the 2A stuff, and I hate the AI stuff. I wish it was would be just the important stuff without the blows. I mean, I do too. So, now these guys have to explain it's not on Trump. You probably already talked about it, but what do you think about another judge trying to abuse the power today? It'll get shot down, probably. I didn't look into the specifics of it. It'll probably get shut down. It means corrupt judges, all they're trying to do is stall.
Features like this
But I
make you
didn't look into
feel fucking
specifically on that one.
weird
Noxus
inside.
doesn't
It's
care if
fucking
you're different.
retarded, I think.
It's just that you're strong. And I'm strong. Real strong.
And do we have any audio on this? No audio. Lying Dogface says libertarians run for Congress, but we need them on the city council.
Why can't I eat?
I mean, you know, I just feel like you're welcome to believe whatever you want, support whatever you want. I just feel like libertarians are people that they want to feel cool, and so they need to have a cool name. You know, like I don't want to be a Democrat or Republican, so I'm just going to be a libertarian. You're like, okay, congratulations. No vote. All right. Let's see. Philip Butler says sad
Turret
Republican
plating will
Congress
fall
breaks
soon.
Trump's win streak. Outpost Nerd says Rand Paul and people like him would rather throw us into the pit. Ramjack says gambling is a big deal. Vegas and Nevada will coexist because of gambling. Billions in sports betting will be impacted. I do understand that, but I just when we are in illegal immigration, like right now, if I'm in, it's in my area, the Panhandle or something. If I go to Orlando, I don't even feel like I am in the United States of America. I don't fucking like that. It's gotten significantly worse in the last 4 years. Tangibly worse. It's bad. It's very fucking bad. I don't like going to, I don't like being in my country and feeling like I am not welcome.
Not enough.
That's how I think a lot of people are dealing with it right now. It's fucking horrible. I think there's far more illegal immigrants in this country than we've even been told about. I think it's fucking horrible. I feel like we're at a breaking point. That is my top priority. That's what the Trump focused on. Stolen elections have consequences, and you know, 2020
has destroyed a turret.
This is why.
Talk about their first
overall scope of things.
An enemy has been slain.
Worked out better for Trump that he we're still dealing with the results of that 2020 election. We're still dealing with chaos and the invasion that happened. Stolen elections have consequences. And unfortunately, like I said, I never talked about this before. I used to work retail. Never talked about it. Never said it. When I worked retail, and I was a store manager, a co-manager.
Your turret has been
I
destroyed.
worked at a store. Our store had very, very good numbers. We did very well. We were one of the top stores in the district. And
an ally has been slain.
Asked us to go to the store a few hours away because this store was a disaster. Now, mind you, I'd only worked in my one store, so I only knew my store and my business. So we went to this other store, and I can't tell you how bad it was. I mean, it was the amount of back stock that they had in the grocery store. So they had so much out-of-date stuff that was in the back room. Trucks would show up, and they didn't even have to back room to drop them. It was an absolute disaster. So I go in there and I'm completely overwhelmed, and I'm like, I don't even know where to start. I don't know what to do. I don't even know how to start.
Horrible fucking design for a change.
Now I had other people with me that had experience with that.
Shut your cunt mouth!
When you're in this situation, you have to prioritize. And you have to focus on.
Yo, you still got your football helmet, dog?
Right now, focus in on that, and you don't take your attention off
Answer my question.
you've dealt with it. And so
hope the fucking guy that designed this champion doesn't have a head. to
Answer
put out.
my question.
If we don't
Fucking
get illegal
hell,
immigration under control, we don't have shit.
Answer my goddamn question, dude.
Have you ever been in a city and have you seen
Do you or do you not?
and diversity has done to your city?
Ally has been slain.
Fucking answer!
Do you remember back in the 80s
I don't know
when
what
New
the
York
point
used
of
to
your
actually
question
matter? New York was actually a
What?
place to go to and spend time with, and it had some class to it.
Question.
Yeah, Vegas will be.
Did you even hear my question?
10 years if we don't get this shit
Do I
under
still have
control.
my football helmet, which technically I never did because it's not my helmet.
It'll be a shit show.
Oh, you don't get to keep the helmet? You didn't get to keep your helmet?
Do you need a helmet?
I'm not telling you wrong to have other concerns about it. What I'm telling you is the
Oh,
damage
dude, they let you keep the jersey though, right?
illegal immigration is the number one
Yeah, dude, how many fucking concussions you took for them, dude? They don't even give you the fucking jersey. There you go, here, Brock. We're gonna give you this jersey, but we're gonna charge you like $20 for it. How much they charge you? Of course you don't.
were cut by an unelected figure.
Oh man.
Not been done in a while, but Jay Vance could have.
Yeah, dude. How does it feel to have concussions for TCI, dude?
Little Jim's and Halos in my town, Texas. There's so many non-English speakers.
How does it feel, dude, to like wake up in the middle of a field, not knowing how you got there? Because of TCI, dude.
Rampage.
Fucking pulling out your own teeth and putting them back in your mouth with crazy glue. How does that feel, dude?
Just point the strongest soldier toward the biggest enemy. Almost worked for me.
You know, that's how, you've heard of Mike Webster, right?
I've heard the name, but I don't know exactly.
I think he was like a famous offensive lineman for like the Steelers. He ended up going fucking crazy and like killed himself because of like how many concussions he had.
Enemy rampage.
At some point, I think he was just living out of the back of his truck.
Ears have a nice mouth. Very chewy. Not choosing a choice.
It sounds retarded on its.
An enemy is unstoppable. Ally has been slain. Aced.
I did it! Feels the same way everyone else does.
I don't understand. Like, I genuinely don't understand this whole shit.
What don't you understand, dude?
The design of this character.
Has been destroyed.
Design of the character.
Let's go again! My stomach's louder than my mouth. Everyone's got a pillory of their own. Mine's just on the outside. Nature's more out
Nowhere is safe.
Enemy double kill. Enemy triple kill. Your turret has been destroyed.
my teeth are full.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
Aw, my hair's fading already.
Enemy has been slain.
Books are magical. All I have to do is look at a bunch of squiggly lines and I become more powerful without any killing at all. Magic.
Down.
Which again should be a requirement. Like if I go to another country, I'm not going to be offended because someone doesn't know what I'm saying. I'm going to another country, I should know how to speak their language or have an interpreter with me. No, motherfuckers come here and it's like, I don't fucking know what you're having to say.
Really
It's like,
clears
you know
up
what I
the
mean?
sinuses.
You know? Like, learn the language of the land you're in. Go fuck yourself. Operation Outstanding Infield says, you go to war with the army you have, not the army you wish you had. The bill is a net positive, and we have less than 4 years. It's about time.
Of course. Mouths water because they're crying for food.
Thank you. Good to see you here, brother. Arnold says, hey, Jeremy, they're remaking I Am Sam.
It's like a 12-year-old
and
girl
you
and she
your
walks
daughter
like
should
she's-
apply your perfect for the role.
Nice,
Paul
dude.
says, yes, we don't have... prioritize. Like, I can only talk about what I see and what I, you know, experience. And this is what I'm experiencing right now, so. But yeah, these guys are worthless. Has Trump said anything on True Social?
Oh!
An enemy has been slain.
Alright, so Trump hasn't said anything
An
about
ally
30
has been
minutes, so
slain.
I don't know if he's done. But the last
That
thing
happened because I had too
that he
much
said was that about
control
37 minutes
or
ago.
not enough.
This is gonna be horrifying.
Eric says, the bill is not dead. They will rework what bothers them. I think so, too. I think so. South American says, Brandon Herrera's video yesterday explains it all. Okay, I'll check that one out. true. We only got 3.5 years of Trump. Now, what's going to happen? Oh yeah, look at here. What is this? What's happening in Texas? Is this Texas?
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. An enemy is legendary. An ally has been slain.
So like I said, illegal immigration, pretty damn important. Illegal immigration, pretty damn important. All new places.
This makes us friends.
And Tom Holman has addressed all of this as well. And Tom Holman said, let's see if I can find the clip from Tom Holman.
You're scared, Dad.
Your inhibitor has respawned.
That was Texas? Maybe. I mean, let me go back. Let's see. So Defiant
doesn't
L's
have to be
usually post pretty legitimate stuff, but... This isn't Texas, is it? Here's the original post. Seeing this in America, you should be aware of what's happening in Texas. See,
Moving on forward.
could that, I've heard a lot of bad stuff about, what is it, Austin? I've heard Austin is really bad. I can't It's almost hard to see what's legit and what's not.
Dog, you didn't play Dr. Manhattan, dog.
Yeah, honestly, he probably would have been a better choice as a juggler than not a juggler.
What were the principles? Look the enemy in the eyes, hit them before they hit you, and be the last one standing?
Hang on, I wanna go over to this right here. Are they fighting?
What I am saying. What I am.
Not polite to nibble on friends.
Has been slain.
Ears have a nice mouth. Very soon.
Enemy double kill. Enemy triple kill. Defeat.
Dude, I have to go take a walk after that. Holy shit. I'll be back.
What I am saying, well, I asked him a couple of tough questions. What I am saying is that, look,
Your tough and my tough are two different things.
fair enough, fine. When you have anybody in a legislative process, there's all kinds of ways to make the sausage. The reason everybody is saying pass, because we're all President Trump supporters, and yes, we all think it should pass. However, all of us will say, you know what? Gosh, it could be a little bit better. I don't think there's a person here that'll say 100% is perfect. And that's
This group of losers stands up every time there's a bill, but does nothing
Damn,
up
dog, that
until
was a
the
quick
point
walk.
of this time when the cameras are on them. So if they're gonna
perfect. And that's
this group of losers stands up every time there's a bill, but does nothing up until the point of this time when the cameras are on them. So if they're gonna actually stand up and do something, they better actually stand up and do something other than fucking grandstand.
That's true. That's
the
true.
American fucking people.
That is true for a few of them. But what I am saying, all I am trying to say is a little bit of perspective. And, you know, Jim, was on earlier.
Hold that thought. It looks like we have remarks from Speaker Johnson that just came out here. Speaker Johnson says holdouts are coming around.
Micro
remarks,
Johnson.
Well, this is going to end well, and he does expect it to wrap up this year. We have the president himself, the vice president, attorneys, and agents.
Yo, dog. Kitty is innocent.
Very detailed and very productive. That just came out just now.
Can we please
See that, dog?
his technical title, Speaker Micro Johnson, please?
What do you think of that?
I like how somebody had to say Speaker Micro Johnson.
Juries are objective, impartial, and should not be criticized.
That dude?
What?
Being troll or?
Of course that's a troll.
I want to say, you know, Jesse.
I liked Mike
there's-
Hunt the best, by the way.
You think I don't think that even one fucking jury member could be blackmailed or threatened, extortioned?
Is it a jury? Is it just like a judge?
I don't know. That's probably even worse than the judges. Well, judges are paid off.
I think Mike Hunt was the best one we did.
Isn't that like the
Jesse,
whole
I just
point
wanted
of
to
the
say, you know, in
Jokers, and he
regards
pays
to the
and, like, that
principled
whole
argument
crime
about the
syndicate is that he
national
pays
debt,
judges off, he
you know,
pays
my issues with a lot of these guys like
Johnson
Massey
all the
and
time.
Chip Roy and everything is that, you know, there's more than one way to pay down
What are
the
you talking
national
about, the
debt,
Joker?
and it doesn't include cutting funding and spending.
Because he's a fucking crime boss, and that's basically what Diddy was portrayed to be.
Seen Yasuo's new $200 skin? It's turning heads and sparking debates. Genesis Nightbringer Yasuo, this isn't just any skin, it's a mythic tier masterpiece. With stunning visuals and unique animations, Yasuo's latest look is a game changer. But is it worth the hefty price tag? Players are divided. Some say it's a must-have for Yasuo mains, while others think it's just too pricey. What do you think? Would you drop $200 for this?
You can eliminate the national debt through Trump's plan with the gold cards, which cost $5 million per person. If Howard Lutnick's estimate is correct, then we can probably pay down the national debt almost in full just by that alone.
I would disagree with you on that, Micah, but I agree with you, Jim.
They're on track to sell.
Jesse,
They're on track to sell 200,000 of them. That's $1 trillion.
Right, and our national debt is massive multiple of that. So I mean, I don't know.
Dude,
that
they sold 25,000 of them in the first 15 hours. The card was live.
Unless it's an annual, unless we charge somebody $5 million a year.
All right, I gotta. So I don't know where they got that statement from Mike Johnson, but I'm looking for it now. Why was it? Twitter Spaces sucks, dude. Wait, host. Why can't I go in? Oh, there it is.
It's kind of crazy. But like the thing is, like when we see these bills in general, these big bills, there are guys that do get concessions. I don't know which of these. I mean, like I'd have to see the full list again. But yeah, a few of these are grandstanders, no doubt about that. 100% no. What I'm telling you, Self is not one of them, generally speaking. But some of these guys are. And
sounds like Self is right now, so you can try and defend him some more. But the memes are only getting more expensive. That's the only thing I'm thinking.
I am telling you, look, I am telling you that this is a guy who does not care if he is primaried or not. He doesn't care, and
How
maybe
old
he
is
is.
this guy? Is he like 12? Can he not like defend himself?
Tomorrow is
He's a
July.
75-year-old veteran and metal. I mean, these guys work a really interesting guy.
Pretty cool.
Well, it means I'm getting time and a half tomorrow.
Oh, so you're still going to be working?
Yeah, from home.
Why are they still, why isn't it like just a normal holiday where you don't work?
I don't know.
The Fantastic Four movie is slated to come out in 2025, and there were so many rumors about a female Silver Surfer. Now we're hearing that they're probably not going to have a gender-swapped Silver Surfer. My guess would be the bozos over at Marvel Studios probably saw the massive amount of backlash because of the unneeded and unwanted gender swap that they probably... We charge cancellation fee.
Shit in the bag, dog.
No.
Yo, instead of buying a guitar, you should have fucking bought a new toilet, dog.
I didn't buy a fucking guitar, dog. Why would I buy a fucking toilet?
So you can return to civilization, dude.
It's not that I need a new toilet, it's that toilets are fucking horrible to use.
You're wrong there.
What?
You're wrong, dog. Yeah.
How, dog?
At a certain point, you gotta look at yourself in the mirror, dude.
Yeah, what is that gonna do?
Oh, dude, look at yourself in the mirror while you take a shit in the bag, dude. Just, you know, evaluate your life, you know. What?
The mirror is too high for me to do that.
Nice, dude.
The fact that he would not tell you, like what he's even like holding out concession wise, makes me think.
No, it's the fiscal. It's the fiscal stuff.
Prostitutes, or he would tell us.
He said what he said. What?
Okay.
Yeah, there's some
bored.
baddies in this lobby, dog.
I just wanted to kind of see what they were talking about.
Who's
I see Jigs.
You know, I'm a
Yeah,
little bored.
yeah.
I don't really
Who's
care.
the
You guys can go listen to that
baddest
space if you want
to you?
But
No,
it sounded
it's
to be
not.
like a bunch of bullshit. So I wasn't interested to
Pretty
continue.
bad, man.
Nothing from Elon Musk. So he hasn't tweeted in 12 hours. So Trump, nothing.
But
on
yeah, who
social
would you have said?
refresh.
I don't even know the other people's names.
to Summoner's Rift.
Are you?
I can't remember who it was.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
But I'd probably just say the chick I haven't been playing. She is hot as fuck.
While you studied the blade, I studied more of the blade.
I just got the joke.
While you studied the blade, I studied more of the blade.
Minions have spawned.
Can you best the strength of a dragon?
This is necessary.
Nothing. 46 minutes since we've heard from President Trump on Truth Social. So we have nothing there. John freaking Murray for 50. Another Cobra. Spoilers to
Yo, dog, I think I'm having burgers. Diner.
a 50. Elon is
Sounds
paying
pretty
politicians
alliteroni.
right now. You think? I
Are
mean, if
you,
we go
dog?
back to what
Having
Elon
your,
said a couple of days ago,
your steak and taters, dog?
and let's look at that. I mean, there's just so much lately. So I don't even have to find it. So let me see what my tweet. He said, if it's the last thing I do, I'm going to primary every single person that votes for the big beautiful bill. Very kind of. I don't know if I can find that one right in particular. He was doing so much. But yeah, and he basically like, this is the last thing on earth I do. I'm like, dude, you're not an elected official. Like, I get it. We appreciate that you, been so supportive of Trump, and I appreciate that you basically gave us a platform to talk on Twitter.
Follow no
But
false light.
You're you know, like Trump is the president. He's been here 6 months. After being his #1 cheerleader, it's
Holy fuck, man!
Enemy double kill.
Wow, dude. Holy fuck.
Yep, here it is right here. Here it is. Every member of Congress who campaigned on reducing government spending and then immediately voted for the biggest debt increase in history should hang their head in shame,
Dusk
and they
approaches.
will lose their primary next year if it's the last thing I do on this earth. Like, really? Really? Okay. Okay, Elon. And then, like, the next day, you come out and you're like, you know, then he kind of puts, like, a threat to Trump, where he's like, it's so, what did he say specifically? He's like, he basically was like, I really want to escalate this with Trump, but I'm going to hold back. And it's like, the fuck are you gonna do? You gonna call him a pedophile again? You gonna call him a pedophile? You know? Like, okay, we already did that. Let me see. $20 super chat. Gambling is a poison pill.
I will
from
be
the
heard.
I don't even say that. To attack MAGA support in the midterms. 47 million people paid for more.
An enemy
here,
has
including
been
fantasy
slain.
sports. A political celeb poker player already coming out against Trump. Well, I know nothing about gambling. I can't sit here like if I could do what a lot of YouTubers do and just Google some shit and pretend that I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't pay attention to gambling. I'm not gonna pretend that I know anything about it. So all I can do is prioritize it and say I'm more worried about gambling than that. I know nothing about it. I don't pay attention to it. I don't care about it. It's not a vital thing for survival of this country. I don't think you're going to have gambling if illegal immigration continues into the path it's on. President Trump has had judges and Democrats stand in his way, trying to Why is it so hard for President Trump to get illegal immigrants out of this country, but no one stopped Joe Biden from allowing them to come into the fucking country? Why does it work like that?
No.
President Trump gets blocked by fucking judges all the fucking time by trying to get these motherfuckers out of the fucking country. But yet no one was stopping Biden from allowing them to come in the fucking country. And again, all of your will not be there for you if illegal immigration is not taken care of, and it's got to be taken care of soon. And so you can have your gambling, your fantasy fucking football, your fantasy fucking sports, and some fucking celebrity football player can come out against Trump. It doesn't fucking matter if illegal immigration is not dealt with, and that's really what it comes down to. And yeah, to a lesser extent, legal immigration too, because that's been abused. So like, I'm glad some celebrity poker player is coming out against Trump. I don't think I mean, and I don't think most normal people would. So, but I mean, I'm not dismissing the fact that gambling is huge.
I cannot turn back.
What I'm saying is that the heavy majority of everyday Americans don't give a fuck. And most of them don't have the money to worry about this shit.
They would not.
Fairness has just put up another poll of how many are here worried about gambling. Oh yeah, I still got the poll. All right. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's put up another poll. So 78% are supportive of the big beautiful bill. Do you bow? Do you care about
down the
There you go. Vice says, did you see today they announced an agreement with Vietnam to tariff them 20% on goods and 40% on transit shipments, blocking China from going around our tariffs using Vietnam ports? Yes. Yes, I did. Another win for Trump. Another win for Trump. I think, you remember I own it now. I'm a fan. I stream it all the time. I'm a fan of Nintendo. Do you remember what I tweeted when the Switch 2 got delayed? And I said, delay it forever. I stand with President Trump. Because me playing video games doesn't fucking matter if President Trump can't do what he needs to do. I'm far more focused on President Trump doing what he needs to do than me playing fucking Mario Kart, okay?
The moon also
So I'm far more interested in President Trump getting illegal immigrants out of this country than gambling. So, so I said it. I was like, fuck the Nintendo Switch 2. I want President Trump to do what he needs to do, and I don't give a shit about my video games.
Dusk approaches.
You said stop bad language, motherfucker. Did you just come into my chat and say stop bad language? Are you fucking kidding me? Who the fuck are you fucking talking to, motherfucker? That was the wrong fucking thing to say. Because now I'm just going to fucking say fuck over and over again. I just cuss a lot, but listen, I have to be simple. He never cuts. never reads the super chat, but he never does. Then it's very, 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 very focused. No, that would be my Or you can go to Agenda Free TV, where he foams at the mouth when Donald Trump's name is mentioned. So there's always alternatives out there, and I will always point you to those alternatives because I'm not for everything. All right, here we go. Here we go. I'm at the Capitol, and I'm not going to bed until this bill passes. Stay tuned. Keep pushing. For these representatives need to change their votes. So right there, that was tweeted a minute ago. Right there. So I guess we're here for a while. I just had to drop into there.
I speak
this is
only
crazy.
truth.
Matthew wants open borders. By the way, Cernovich is. I can't stand Cernovich, so I should be clear about that. Cernovich is one of the most frustrating people in the world. But I got a pass. I mean, I've always wanted a pass. So I have my wallet. At one of the meetups, somebody gave me an N-word pass card. I haven't tried it out yet, but
embrace the night.
I might, especially when I'm in traffic. Man, I could use an N-word pass when I'm in traffic. Massey wants open borders. Reminder: he voted for Biden's spending bill out of
I cannot
committee.
turn back.
Anyone telling you this is about saving money is selling you a false bill of sale. So, and hey. But he has principles. He has principles.
No more lies.
We got to you guys reminded me of it.
That those are major nuclear powers. Those are not like and they were angry.
Shut down.
And the next phase was rapid.
An enemy has been slain.
It was quick to attack. It was getting deeper and more. I mean, more missiles. Everyone was stronger. To a point where the next one's going to be, you know what? The N-word. You know what the N-word is, right?
Nuclear.
Yeah.
Thank you for.
They could not break me.
I like how Brett Fair didn't Brett Fair
Nuclear.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for the clarification.
Turret plating will soon fall.
Oh man.
Just
that reminds me.
Double kill.
One of my favorite moments.
An ally has been slain.
Some of you haven't seen this, alright? But this is one of the greatest clips in history. I don't know how many of you are familiar with the YouTuber Linus Tech Tips, okay? But here we go, right here. Linus Tech Tips, here we go.
Dusk approaches.
I mean, it's been kind of eye-opening. I've just sort of randomly here and there picked up episodes of old shows that I hadn't watched in a long time from like the early 2000s, and just the casual engagement, casual use of the hard R.
Oh, really?
It's jarring. Yeah, it's jarring now. And for
casual use.
Yeah, absolutely. Like American Dad. And it wasn't for shock value. It was just like you. Whoa. Right? Well, here's the thing, right? That was in 2003 or something. 2003. Like, I'm not gonna deny that I got my fair share of hard R. doesn't feel like that long ago, but to my kids.
Are you talking like N-word reference?
What? No. No. That's the N-word. What are you guys talking about? Am I mistaken?
I think so.
Oh,
No, the one with the like for the mental disability.
I'm pretty sure people use hard R in a very different way than you use them.
Okay, either
Hard
way.
R means ending.
I understand.
The N-word
I
with a
understand.
hard R.
I understand what you mean. No, I'm not talking about that. Okay, cool. So I'm glad that
I'm
we have
freaking
cleared that
Neo
up.
over here, dude. We're dodging bullets. That's bad.
Okay, yes.
Alright.
Thank you for that.
All right, back to our regularly scheduled program right there. Great moment from the internet.
Embrace the night.
Oh man, I'm hearing that and I'm like, damn, Linus, let's go.
Say mollywops? What the fuck does that mean?
Nothing from best shit
Nice,
we can
dude.
get right now, though, and better than nothing. We're going to send it back to the Senate to make it even worse. It might. Steelstorm says Elon is crashing out that they're taking his government slush fund business model that relies on subsidies away. I always want to call it subsidies. Long dog game. 1 o'clock in the morning. Fourth thing today. I just got no yelling from Mario Kart. Gonna say the hard R pretty soon. Lying Dog Face Pony Soldier says, I would not want to be
Was
a
the
crewman
gym crowded?
on a far distant and
What?
off-world
Yesterday
base
or
on
whatever?
Mars. Dramatic Elon in command. Not a bad take. Like, you know, he's got this whole idea like he's gonna send people like, oh, he's gonna, we're gonna go to Mars. It's like, do you really? I don't know if I
What
want
were
to be
you
on
doing in
Mars.
between that time?
I don't know if I want to be on Mars with Pacnanimous says, don't forget the Dims shenanigans with in 2020 caused 6 to 12 seats in the House, overcounted blue states, undercounted red.
They could not break me.
Crazy.
Little Jim's Halo. Remember, the Dims are responsible for all the people who have
Fucking bullets.
Population popping up in Texas. Eric Case says I could get behind Still Storm says Texas is starting to go Shorty Short says they would have to conquer Texas first.
An ally has been
It's
slain.
not about gambling, it's about taxing
An enemy has been slain.
which can destroy professional gambling careers. And yes, immigration is more
Your
important.
turret has
yeah,
been
that is
destroyed.
it's a serious thing. Don't get me
Shut
wrong. I'm
down.
not saying that people shouldn't be concerned at all. And I can't sit here and say that I don't think a lot of streamers, because they don't want to be clipped out or they don't want to alienate people or some bullshit like that, like, or they don't want to appear that they're not in the know. Some streamers, they feel like they have to have an answer to every question. Or they like to be in a controlled environment. Whereas if I just don't know the answer to something, I'll just say, it's not that hard.
Deny me no longer.
I don't know. It's not something I follow. I gambled one time when I was in Vegas. I won like, I don't know. Then I think it was like $1,500. You know? But the ultimately, like, I'm more concerned with everyday families than professional gamblers. You know, just
my eyes
just
are
like
open.
YouTube is not I have a fake job. YouTube is a fake job. I've had real jobs in my life. This is a fake job.
An
No one
enemy
should have
has been
benefits.
slain.
It's a fake fucking job.
Jungle diff.
Gambling.
Victory.
And if anybody gets offended by that, then that's their problem. I'm literally a YouTuber, and I'm telling you it's a fake job. Like, this is not a real job. There's nothing real about sitting on the internet and getting super chats. This is a fake job. It's the easiest job in the world. I'm the luckiest person in the world to do it. The Royal Wee says, just watch Langley Outdoors. That will let you know what's going on. QA and immigration are the most important things for us. Matthew says, time to admit Vivek would have been better than Elon. I don't know, man. I there's always something that, like, I've always liked Vivek, but there's always been something about Vivek that rubbed me the wrong way. The Obama vibes mainly. I don't know. I got big Obama vibes from Vivek. So I would not say that Vivek would have been better than Elon. Yeah, can't say that. Troy New says, all I know, bro, is that no matter what happens, I got 25-year shelf life, food, seeds, weapons, and ammo. Game, set, match. Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, I would still. Vivek was on FNT. He was. I would still take Elon over Vivek. Absolutely. Is there any updates right now? Kind of slow. I mean, of course, it is 1 o'clock in the morning. 1 o'clock in the morning. By the way, earlier, Laura Trump said that, let's see, she may be replacing Tom Tillis. Let's hear what Laura Trump has to say.
A U.S. Senator. I have to ask you, I was there for one conversation that was off the record that you only...
Wait. Go back to that other picture.
...knows about, and it was a heavy dose of pressure, but tell us where you stand.
Yeah, the one with the...
Yeah, well, clearly, North Carolina needs someone to represent them. Tom Tillis has not done a great job.
Yeah.
He's not going to seek re-election, as so many people know. And, you know, I've thought about it. As you said, Sean, I thought about in 22, possibly running in that midterm race for the open Senate seat. We now have Ted Budd as a great senator from my home state of North Carolina. Thought about possibly seeking out, you know, to fill Marco Rubio's big shoes down in Florida. But the timing wasn't right for that. And look, this is new. It's all very fresh. This all happened over the weekend. So there's a lot to process, and there's a lot that would go into this decision. What I can tell you is I have seen how service can impact so many people's lives. I look at my father-in-law as the greatest example of that. And it's a bigger conversation.
Forbidden Shadow wins. Embrace the shadow. Or die.
celebration for our entire family to have, and we're not quite there yet, so it's all very fresh and new, but I would love if I ever have the opportunity to represent the people of my home state in North Carolina. It would be a great honor of mine.
It'd be awesome. It'd be awesome. And, you know, one thing that I definitely think we're going to have a lot more of is the Trump family in politics moving forward. I think we're going to see a lot of that. So Nick Sorto here, and I pulled this up a few minutes ago, but so this was about 15 minutes ago. I'm at the Capitol. I'm not going to bed until this bill passes. Stay tuned and keep pushing. Somebody says, what's the status? Is there another vote scheduled? He says, vote is still open and it should stay that way. That was 2 minutes ago. Nick Sorto's a great follow, by the way, on Twitter. Are they still even there? If they leave DC, the attack ads are going to be freaking devastating. They're not going anywhere. So that's the latest right now, and he's apparently there. So that's where we are.
Is this guy a robot?
No, he's a Shadow Master.
Looking to see if
Damn,
Trump,
dude. Thank you for explaining.
I meant to refresh.
Oh, he's not a fucking robot.
Nothing from Trump.
Technically a
Yeah,
person.
dude, I totally know what a Shadow Master is.
Really? Let me go back. Let's go to
Yeah,
Nick
totally.
What else do you need to know?
I swear,
He's a
Twitter
fucking
Spaces
ultra
is such
giga
fucking
chad. That's what he is.
Fucking simping over this man. Fucking
You're
faggot.
a fucking gay faggot.
I don't know, you want calling him Chad and all that. Fucking horny for this fucking piece of shit.
But the Senate version
Here we go.
keeps the Medicaid spending for
All right.
you know, illegal
All I
immigrants.
asked
Like,
is if he's a
the
fucking
Pretty
Alabama-
faggot
robot.
logic, because, yeah, nah, yeah. Just shut up, dude. You're a fucking gay faggot.
Talking about, oh, he's Chad, he's Shadow Master, he's calling him Master and everything, bro. You fucking.
Does bar most illegals from receiving Medicaid. It does do that. However,
Can y'all hear that?
in order to avoid the
Actually, let's go back to this. Let's go back.
Do you know where the big bull is?
Sorry?
Yeah.
You're not talking to me.
If it's not clean, could you wash it?
Nah, you wash it, dog.
What the fuck is that? A light spinner?
Back to this. I'm more interested in this. Because I can't mute that. I have to leave the thing in its entirety. So breaking, Speaker Johnson just said he has the votes to advance the big beautiful bill.
What'd your dog do?
So that is from Speaker Johnson right now. Right here. We'll see. We'll see. Where is he saying that? Where is this communication from Speaker Johnson coming from?
Fuck, dude. If the main fucking skin looks like that, why would I buy another skin?
Muted? I mean, I'm not muted. Unless you're trolling me, which you probably are. Of course, my chat always trolling me. Let me see if Trump has said anything here. You know Trump's going to be fired up if we can get this to advance. You don't hear anything? I mean, there's just very, very subtle mumbling in the background, so it's not like loud, so you can barely hear it. And I don't think my extension works with StreamYards. I can try my extension, but I don't think the extension works. Let's see. So volume booster. You guys hear that at all? It'd be great if you could hear that better. The volume booster worked a little bit. Muted all the F-bombs. Nothing. Yeah. Freaking volume booster doesn't work. Did I call you a troll? No, but I can if you want me to. I absolutely can if you want me to. I have no problem.
Is the deadliest.
All you gotta do is ask me. I will call you a troll. Okay, so a lot of people are reporting on it now, but United States House of Representatives Speaker Mike Johnson said he has the votes to advance the big, beautiful bill. Waiting for more information on that. Since you guys can't hear that, I'll go over to this one right now, and I'll put this one. I'll leave that audio on, and I'll be listening, and then we'll see if the audio kicks on to this one, because we don't have any audio on this one right now. Fart Sausage says white people had a good run. Storm Shadow says Speaker Johnson won a race in Mario Kart World to change their votes. See, this is why it's important.
Fuck.
All right? Speaker Johnson won a race in Mario Kart World. That's how he was able to get the votes. Isn't Raw's Alerts a literal Democrat? He's a gay furry. He is a gay furry. Yeah, Raw Alerts is a gay furry. %, and that's not even a meme. Like, I'm not even memeing. I mean, he absolutely is a gay furry. He's a fucking weirdo. Let's see. Maximus BT says, where are my breeds at? Unseen Dimension says, I'm a POS, but I love you all. Smile. Hey, we love you here, though. That's all that matters. Thank you for being here, Unseen Dimensions. And thank you to everybody for being here, hanging out with me at this late hour while we're watching these bunch of fucking clowns try to do the job that they were elected to do, and they can't even get that done because these people are
Welcome
useless.
to Summoner's Rift.
Okay.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
So maybe there'll be something to celebrate here tonight. We'll see. I'm trying to keep an eye on True Social, on Twitter, on everything. And we did have a good Mario Kart stream tonight. It was fun. Rob says July 2nd marked the middle of the year. It is now closer in time to 2050 than to 2020. What?
Embrace the shadow.
Man, Twitter
or die in darkness.
Is so depressing. Like, I actually like if you want to talk about like me having a real job or not, it is a fake job. But the worst part of my fake job is that I have to spend too much time on Twitter. Every day I see something and I'm just like, God, I'm so
no
old.
technique
like,
is
how?
forbidden.
How? did this happen? Like, I saw this today, and I know a lot of you won't relate to this, okay? But I saw this today. And I used to be a huge NASCAR fan. Unseen Dimensions, thank you for those 5 gifted memberships. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. I used to be a huge NASCAR fan. Okay? Right here, I saw this. 19 years ago today, Tony Stewart won the 2006 Pepsi 400 in Daytona, and I'm like, bro, this feels like this happened a couple of years ago. This feels like this happened a couple of years ago. What are we doing? I remember this when he climbed the fence and he went into the audience and everything. Like, it was the coolest thing ever. And I'm like, dude, I'm so old. Dale died in 2003. Incorrect. Dale died in 2001, right? 2001 is when Dale Earnhardt died. February 2001 at the Daytona 500. That's when Dale Earnhardt died. Last lap of the Daytona 500 with Michael Waltrip leading and Dale Jr. in second. Michael Waltrip driving his first race ever for Dale Earnhardt Incorporated. And Earnhardt dies on the last turn, the last lap, after getting a small little tap on Sterling Marlin. And it wasn't Sterling's fault. It's all good, Narco. It's all good. I remember that day like it was yesterday when Earnhardt died. Craziest thing I've ever seen. And in that race, Tony Stewart had a terrible wreck as well. The year NASCAR died, I mean, I very much enjoyed NASCAR because I became a Tony Stewart fan. But I feel like NASCAR really did. I don't know, man. NASCAR is NASCAR's not even a shell of itself anymore. NASCAR is unrecognizable. So, the day Bubba Wallace arrived, yes, that's the day NASCAR died. Yes, that's the day. Kevin Cron, I feel sorry for that woman in the chair with the typewriter. She must be so good. Pagnanimous says, 100% agree with you for gambling. Point is being used to attack MAGA supporter with gems of young men. If passed, will impact midterms when we need seats. Now, that is a valid point. Thank you for the clarification on that. You didn't have to send a super chat, but I'm glad that you were able to clarify. And I agree. Midterms are very, very important, so we do agree on that. So that's a very good point. Very good point. Stevie says white people had a good run. We're still here, mother effers.
Blood.
Bubba Wallace really fucked NASCAR over. You beat him 2-1. Yeah, he's the worst. Absolutely. Just, I can't stand that dude, man. I really, really, really can't stand that dude. I think I might hate Bubba Wallace more than any person in professional sports.
Without a
while we're waiting, hang on. Apparently, let's see. Before we get to that, give me a second. So right here, F1 is a great movie. I'm hoping to see it tomorrow.
What? How the
fuck? You guys didn't see
Secrets
LeBron? Yeah, I mean, at least LeBron's talented. You know what I mean?
That was fucking beautiful.
At least LeBron's talented. Oh, Wallace isn't talented. We do have new merch. So, Cobra, this is the official CobraCast logo, available for a limited time only. We have t-shirts, and we have hoodies available. So you've got to get them while they're available. I should have one here tomorrow. I ordered mine. I can't wait to rock the hoodie. I love the new CobraCast logo. And let me pin that post right there from Cam Man. Thank you, Cam Man. Boom. So there'll be the Uncle IDOT's shirts sold like crazy. Thank you guys for picking those up. And now we've got Cobra Cast limited time merch, and that is the official logo for Cobra Cast. So there you go.
The truth lies.
It's me because I got my Uncle IDOT shirt just in time. Hell yeah. Tweet Tone says, nice logo, but no thanks. I'll buy Jeremy Osteen merch, though. Matthew says, thanks for the stream, bro. Doing some late night forklifting. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Unseen Dimensions says, my wife got me to join a NASCAR league once. I miss being a NASCAR fan. You know, it was so great. And, I was obsessed with it. I would watch, you know, qualifying, practice, you know, final practice. I would watch the pre-show. I would watch the post-show on Speed Channel. Do you remember Speed Channel? Do you remember that? Oh, man, it was so good. Every weekend, man, I was so invested. The personalities were so good. And it's just unwatchable now. Unwatchable. Speed Channel, TNN. I loved when TNN covered NASCAR. It was so great. What was that guy's name on Speed Channel? Dave somebody. Dave, if somebody says it in the chat, I'll know it. Speed Vision before it was Speed Channel. Yeah, so it's Speed Vision was Dave Despain. Dave Despain, yes. Dave Despain, AI, or Al.
No
Dave Despain.
is for this.
Dave Despain was awesome. Glory days, man. Freaking awesome. Yeah, he was great. Is he still alive? He was a little bit older back in the day. Is he still around?
Without a sound.
Stream Hero says, YouTube didn't tell me you were live for an hour. What did I miss? Anyway, I'm excited. I'm gonna be an uncle. About to spoil the kid in 5 or 6 years. Well, congratulations. The other number here is about this drop. I don't have a good answer for you. But I can see if we can get those available. I can see if we can get those added. So I'll look into that. I will find out if we can get those added. If you request it, we'll try to make it happen. So, okay. Yep, lots of tweets. Pass the fucking bill. Pass the fucking bill. I agree. Pass the effing bill. Yeah, but back to my, I was making this point earlier before something popped up, but one of my least favorite things about what I do is having to focus on Twitter. I hate it. I hate being so focused on Twitter. I don't like it. I don't like being on Twitter.
Is the code.
But it's just necessary. It's part of it. And the doom scrolling and all of that, like, because one thing I've realized is, like, I'm not really a person that tries to focus on, like, the terminology of mental health, you know, because I've never struggled with it, and not saying other people don't. I think I haven't. But one thing is for sure, being on social media all day, every day, and having access to all of the news in the world all day long is not good for your mental health. It paints such a distorted view of the world that it is not good for you. It's just not. You know, like I hung out, I you know, with my friends and family a couple weeks ago. You know, I'm gonna try to not focus in on that. And it was so nice to just not constantly be on Twitter. You know, I remember when I went to Epic Universe for their preview, and they did not allow phones. Now, you could have your phone on you, but they basically had it to where if you have your phone out, you need to be, you know, because you're taking an emergency call or an emergency text or something like that. But outside of that, your phone in your pocket, tickets throughout the day while you're here. You can't record footage, all of that. It was just crazy to be around thousands of people that were not on their phones or holding cameras. It was actually nice.
An ally has been slain.
And I was like, wow.
Has been slain.
You talk to people. It felt like the 80s and the 90s all over again. Social media sucks. It really does. So I think people need to kind of take a break from it because again, we are all literally hearing. Remember, like I grew up in the 80s and the 90s.
An ally has been slain.
Every day, for every hour, for every minute that you're on social media, you are hearing the worst news in the world. So whatever's happening bad in the world, you're hearing about it all day long. It sucks. It doesn't make you feel good. You're not happy, you know? Smurf says thanks for all the coverage so far. You've been Smurf. Like, hang on. Let me see your profile picture. Because I have been watching, okay. Alright, so I've been watching a show called Animal Kingdom. And how many of you have seen the show Animal Kingdom?
Without a sound.
And the main character in the show is it's a woman, and her name is Smurf, and she is a fucking badass. She is a badass in that show. I'm loving the show so far. It's really good. She is like, this is the thing about female characters. Like, you can make good female characters. They don't need to be written like dumbasses. But like Smurf is a yeah, Animal Kingdom, pretty good. So I've been enjoying it. But thank you for the comment. Star Wars is strike $20. Thank you. Appreciate that, brother. And say nothing. Say nothing. Freedon Corpse, what's up, Freedon Corpse? How you doing, brother? Good to see you here. Jeremy? Oh my god, like what happened to you? Like what makes you like this, Michael Moore? Why are people like this? It makes no sense, dude. Like, your brain is so broken. God. Ugh. Jeez, man. It's just a sad reality.
Tradition is the corpse of
So the latest we have, if you're just tuning in, the latest we have is that Speaker Johnson just said he has the votes to advance the big beautiful bill. This comes after he just with these three clowns that wanted to hold everything up. So we're currently waiting to see if anything happens tonight or what, but that is directly from Speaker Johnson. And I'm not as energetic as I probably normally am. I've been streaming since, what, about 7? So I did a Cobra Cast, and then I did the gaming stream and yelled and cussed out my friends. And now we're back over here covering this. And then I also did daily today. So there's like 4 streams now. So Wave Race, yes, Wave Race.
Enemy has been slain.
The GameCube version. Great game. Hailstorm says rookie numbers.
Shut down.
Solar Felix says 90s joke was the Dems like losing, and now it's GOP. Yep. Dorkman, what's up, Dorkman says, is it normal for swing orders to sometimes be printing status for 2 weeks? Not sure how long these will take. It shouldn't take that long at all. I mean, usually because I know a lot of people want the Uncle IDOT shirt. How quickly of a turnaround did you get your order from Spring when you ordered the Uncle IDOT shirt?
The shadows have enlightened me.
Couple of weeks. I feel like a couple of weeks is a little bit long, but
Your turret has been
around
destroyed.
play the video.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I have done cannot be undone.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I ordered the first day Uncle IDOT and got my shirt in a couple of days. I mean, with Spring, I don't have any you know, control over them, so you would have to contact their customer service. But keep me posted, because I want to make sure this gets straightened out. Because if there's any issues, you'll have to let me know, and I'll see what I can do. But yeah, everything's ran through their customer service. Legendary Scrubs is Ben Affleck, Dwayne Johnson, Cameron Diaz, Eminem, Idris Elba, Sophia, Josh Duhamel. Dumel? Is it Dumel? Will Wheaton, Alyssa Milano. Who are these people?
Without a
Elizabeth
sound.
Berkley are all, good Lord, all as old as Anthony Hopkins when he was his son. Why are you doing this? Gen 3 Junior says, morning Jeremy, SMK over MTG Pam Bond. Well, I can tell you that Bobert ain't a K.
Secrets kept, our weapons wasted.
I think I'm gonna M. I'm gonna F.
Tradition is the courts of wisdom.
So there you go. All right. Blind dog face pony soldier. Will you get the membership? Thank you. Pre-dawn corpses. Jeremy, can you bring the creeper here? Sure. Back. I want them. Are you scared of PSP? You know when this let's see here. Let's see.
The truth lies in darkness.
Is the dolphin your new character in Marvel? I don't know yet, but Alan, you're the original. You're the
unstoppable.
I actually just saw this.
Only the worthy will survive.
I don't know how you find like communities and shit.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Need some lasers.
Brave the shadows, find the truth.
I just saw something on Twitter, but I don't know how you find communities on here. We've got like a Heat Commanders community, and it showed up in my feed, but I can't find it. I don't know how you find communities. I don't know. Oh well. Okay.
Do not fear the shrouded.
They made everything so much harder to find. Yeah. Oh my God. Tree Bear. Why are you up, Tree Bear? Jesus, Tree Bear, you oversleep? Tree Bear, do you ever sleep, brother? Like, seriously. What are you doing, man? Tree Bear never sleeps, man.
The shadows have enlightened me.
Pre-dawn corpse. Oh, I got that one. Yeah. With CSP, man, like, I think that I have done a fairly good job of keeping energy out of like, and like DSP just brings so much like baggage.
team has
I don't know if you guys
destroyed a
actually legitimately asked him if he wanted to come on Mario Kart stream. Somebody said that they asked him and he said to hit him up, but I just don't want to deal with him, man. He just is. It's just constantly. So, is it down to 7? Why is it not showing here? Is this a live feed? Am I watching an actual live feed?
What the
fuck? I just don't, like, I try to keep away from anything that's going to be detrimental to, like, this world, this internet world that I'm in. Like,
Dog, you haven't won one fucking game, dude. Like, oh no.
Balance is weakness.
Pretty sure I have that.
Yeah, you will probably regret it. Yeah, I think so too. It's just not worth it. It's not worth a stream for like a couple of hours. It's just not really worth it.
I am the
Yeah, that's where, like, when I said it on my stream, and then I got to thinking about it, and I like, for whatever, like, for all the shit, for all the shit that I, talk shit about myself, I do try to think about my decisions that I make, and the things that I put, positions that we put ourselves in, just because, and getting involved with somebody like that just doesn't seem beneficial at all. Death says Jeremy doesn't respect the chat. No AEW, no UFC. Honestly, I'm so done with WWE. We're at 5 since you called me. Where are you guys getting your information from?
tradition is the corpse of
My Twitter
wisdom.
feed is fucked right now. It's not showing me anything. We can go back to... Is he live still? Let's see.
Balance is a fool's master.
No, I almost killed myself. Holy shit, that could have been bad.
Most Americans don't agree with you guys. You guys are so full of vitriol and hate, and you're trying to infect it.
It's just an analogy. It's just a fucking analogy, right? It's just an analogy.
Honestly, Ukraine should be used as a nuclear training ground for the United States. I don't care.
Not fear the shrouded
What fucking hole in the ground? I don't care.
Nirvana's last album is older today than Led Zeppelin's first album was on the day it was released. Stop!
I bring the light back! I am your salvation!
Enemy is legendary. Enemy double kill.
Ah, so good. Greatest theme ever.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Although my voice is about to fucking die right now. Let me see. Showtime says that DSP's wife is his biggest whale. Cat is humongous. Deathus, I got that one. Predon Corp says, I fuck with you, Jeremy. He'd be dancing geeks and gamers. Their instincts about the dude is right. He's still gay, though. Yeah.
Balance is weakness.
We learned Jeremy can't hum. Well, okay, so that was me basically going smooth McGroove. Dun, dun. There, you happy?
Secrets kept.
You fucking talented. Don't playing out of my mind about fucking this shit. Renard Corpse for a 149. Thank you so much. Now I'm just gonna.
Oh.
That was terrible. Dude, I am like a professional singer. All right? I taught Dan Bass everything he knows.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed. An enemy has been slain.
Get this done or not? Like, what are these clowns doing? Like, I don't understand why these idiots have to be like this. Anything from Trump. Nothing. Good for Jeremy. Just because you hum the song. And I did it for free. Like, I didn't even drift it. I didn't even drift it. Can you believe that? What is wrong with me? That shows you how much I love that Superman that I didn't even drift it. What is wrong with me? Lying dog face pony soldier for $50. Left the chat. I tried to form a revolutionary council myself, Tech Lord, and J-Rock. He started with this stream and regained control. Hail the 199. That was awesome, man. So, yeah, that was when we were the content house. So, gamers, for those of you that don't know, I created a content house down in Orlando for our Geeks and Gamers team, and it went very well. But ultimately, there were a couple of details that just, the circumstances of the place I found and where I found it, the price was good. It was a huge house. It was like 10 bedrooms, 8 baths. The problem was in the area that it was. It was kind of like predominantly like an Airbnb area. And so, I rented out the house for the entire year. And the problem was Spectrum Internet was the only internet provider that was like contractually obligated or that had a contract to be in this area. And of course, being in an Airbnb area, it wasn't like people were there to worry about it just the internet. And so we weren't able to maximize those opportunities. It was a good experience for us, but now the next phase is I never want to do a content house again. I was wasting my time. I was, it was a nightmare to not there. Like I had a great time with my crew and everything, but being away from family, and going back and forth between Orlando and everything. So the next phase is I want to relocate to the area and live, privately, not have a content house. But I do want to have a studio. But it's so freaking expensive, man. And the things we want to do, like I said, if I just was Jeremy D-Day Cobra online, I would be filthy fucking rich at this point. with as much as I've done over the past 8 years, it's probably I want to build something that is bigger than and I care about my community, I care about people, I care about people, and I have basically reinvested everything back into G&G to build it into what it is. And there's a ton of assets, for sure, but you know, so the next level of what we're trying to do is going to cost an ass ton of money. And, I don't know how I'm going to pull this one off, but I'm going to try to figure it out. But I'm looking forward to the next chapter. But yeah, doing something like that. I want to be able to showcase our team and people and give basically 7-day-a-week, or we'll call it 5-day-a-week streams, potentially 6-day-a-week streams all day long with the crew, doing IRL stuff, playing goofy games, doing challenges, whatever, playing video games, constantly having people around, bringing Gary, bringing people, other content creators in, making content for them, letting the chat determine like what the next thing is. Collab with Six to get a libertarian view on opinions. I don't know him. I mean, I know of him, but I don't know him. I heard he had legal shit going on. I mean, at this point in time, and it's nothing disrespectful towards any other YouTubers out there. I don't want to collaborate with other YouTubers. I don't want to collaborate with any of these people. I don't want to bring their problems into my world. I don't want to bring their drama into my world. I don't want to bring their shit into my world. I'm happy with the crew that I hang with. I don't need to hang with other people and bring all their problems into my world. But if I wanted a libertarian point of view, I mean, I know Eric, and me and Ripa, but we also, like, he has his political opinions, I have mine. Generally, me and Ripa, he understands my opinion. That's tough.
Brave the shadows, find the truth.
Specifically on appearance, I'm gonna have to M. Anna Kasperi. FAOC.
Do not fear the shrouded path.
And I'll leave it at that. So I'm not passing up F and AOC. I'm sorry, I'm not. So you guys can say she's not hot. I don't give a fuck. I'd fuck the hell out of AOC, okay? So but I'd have to make sure she couldn't talk. So but I couldn't. Herb shit with John Williams. make me end this stream out of depression. That is depressing, okay? Just in, President Trump is still working the phone to get the big beautiful bill across the finish line. It's 2:30 a.m. here in DC. Holy hell, this man never sleeps. There it is. Damn you, legendary.
Your team
Emo
has
says the
destroyed
only
a turret.
illegals I like are the illegal fireworks. There it is, man. Dude, seriously, I was really thinking about this the other day. Like, when does Trump sleep? Like, it's a legitimate question. Like, when does Donald Trump actually rest? And I don't know if I have a good answer. This man is non-stop. This dude is 79 years old.
Your team has destroyed
He's
a turret.
79.
Without a
And
sound.
he's unstoppable.
Your inhibitor has respawned.
Absolutely crazy. He just never crazy. So yeah, he's still working this deal. He's still trying to get everything across the finish line because he is the hardest working dude there is.
Heal by fire.
Is this it? So like, look at this, and this is what I want you all to remember, all right? And this is what bothers me. This is why it made me realize how corrupt the powers that be are. Not that I didn't know already, but it took it to a whole nother level. Because I, for my entire life, known who Donald Trump is, who he was. He's always been famous. He's always been one of the most famous people. And so when they did these things, I was telling myself, like, wait a minute. No, he's worshipped. Whereas these people have, they've all worshipped. Look at this clip from the Oprah. Back in, I think this is either late 80s or early 90s. Listen to how she referenced him back then. Listen to this.
That you're very honored by that. This was somebody who was at the Michael Jackson concert in New York said that the various celebrities in New York, which was the opening concert in New York, and there were all kinds of celebrities, very, very famous people coming in. When you were seated, you got loud people stood up and roared when you walked in. Why is that? What is this factor?
Back then, Trump was getting the loudest cheers where they were full of celebrities. Back then, he was getting the loudest cheers.
Maybe I should be a rock star.
We thought you were going to moonwalk.
He was great, I have to say. No, I did
shadows have enlightened me.
I really don't know why. I wish I could pinpoint it. I wish I could really tell you why. But I think I've done a good job in New York, and I've done a charitable job in a sense. And Trump Tower has become such a success, and it's as you and I were discussing, it's become the #1 attraction in New York. Trump Tower. And I feel recognized by New York. People are really proud of it. And you know, I believe that you make your own luck to a large extent. The word luck is very important. There's no more word than that. But you can help create or help make your own luck. I walk down the street a lot of times, and people touch me and they'll grab for me. You know, and I used to really be insulted because I'm a private guy. I'd say, geez, that's horrible. You know, somebody punches you in the arm a little bit. And, you know, you're just walking down the street. And then ultimately, it's almost, you know, I became, in a sense, honored by that because people are really looking for something. Unfortunately, I don't think that has any effect. I don't think it works. I think you have to go out and really work hard and do well, and you have to have the ability to do it.
And fully endorsing Kamala Harris and Joe Jeremy, I'm from the South. My dad would say wash instead of wash. I say wash. Let's see. Tires, or tires.
Alright,
instead of
dog, I'm gonna
tires.
get off.